So you should be able to answer these easy since I gave them to you yesterday. What organelle is this? Lysosome. So I think somebody asked me yesterday, how do I know the difference between a vacuole, a ribosome, and a lysosome? Well, look what the lysosome has. Anybody know what those are? Or what the function is? Like so far we have a ribosome is actually a dot, right? A vacuole will be a circle, and then you've got a lysosome like that. So that's how you could tell the difference. What are those things? Or what is the function of a lysosome? Does anybody know?
They make enzymes.
Good. They actually are full of, those little things are destructive enzymes. What are the destructive enzymes for? Good. They're going to destroy any invaders, and they're actually going to get rid of organelles that stop functioning. So if you have a poor mitochondrium and it's not working properly, it's the function of the lysosome to get rid of that organelle. Lysosomes are only found in animal cells because obviously we're the most complex organisms. So animal cells will have, animal eukaryotic cells will have lysosome. Make sure, guys, so what's this? Cytoplasm. What's the function of the cytoplasm? Or what does the cytoplasm look like? Jelly-like. It's like jelly-like. Why? What do you think the jelly does? Good. It holds all the organelles where they belong. So it's kind of like their nook. So this organelle, I put a picture of an animal cell and a plant cell because this organelle is significantly different. It's the vacuole. What is the function of the vacuole? I think the vacuole of like a vacuum. Storage, good. It stores things, like your vacuum cleaner has a bag that stores all your waste. Well, so does the vacuole. It stores food, water, and waste. In plant cells, what makes the vacuole different from a plant cell and an animal cell? Look at it. One is like a circle and the other one's oval. What else? I mean, there's a significant difference if you look at them. It's a lot bigger. In a plant cell, it's called the large central vacuole because it needs to store a significant amount of water so that the leaf can maintain nice and crisp and firm. So that's what gives the leaf the ability to conserve water. The cytoskeleton, as it says, is a network of filaments, and it's involved with the cell shape and movement. So these filaments are called microfilaments or microtubules, okay? What do microfilaments do? Does anybody know? Have you ever heard of these organelles? Because these are the ones you really don't learn about in middle school.
Yeah. This is honestly just like expand. Because like expand and contract.
Look at what I told you before I uncovered. They help cell shape and movement. So the filaments will help cells move and contract. And the tubules, you have heard this word. Where have you heard microtubules in your past science studies? It's one part of bio. The microtubules form something during cell division. Nobody? Nope, but that's good. They form the spindle. And centrioles and cilia and flagella. So again, movement is a key part to the cytoskeleton. All right, so here's a view of actually protists right here, which is one of those organisms we're going to see live under the microscope. And they have hair-like, you see them right here? This is cilia. These like hairs that stick out. They're small, and you could actually see them like moving. A flagellum is more like a tail-like structure right here. So that's your flagella, and the cilia is the hair. And they're both responsible for movement. What is this? Cell membrane. Cell membrane is going to be the last part of this unit, and we're going to focus a lot on what happens in the cell membrane. Look at the cell membrane. Like 8 or 9 years ago, one of my students came up with this name for the cell membrane, which I thought was genius. It's a name that describes the function and its appearance.
Wall.
No, it's not a wall.
Hold on, a bubble.
Because a wall, what does a wall do? If I have a wall there, what happens? You can't come in.
The bubble. A door.
Gate is good. Gatekeeper, right? But that's not what it looks like. Protector.
Force fields.
Force field, good. Where's the cell membrane? Raise your hand. On the border.
Borderline.
Border patrol. Genius name, right? I give him credit. I actually remember his name was Michael. I don't remember his last name.
That's it.
For years, I remembered his first and last name, but if he sees my YouTube video, he'll remember. Border patrol he came up with because it protects the cell from what enters and what exits, not just what enters, whoops. What enters and exits. Thank you. And it surrounds the cell. So border as in surrounding the cell and protector from entering from what enters and exits the cell. A wall, think about it. A wall cannot, what does a wall do for you? Blocks things. What else? Keeps everything secured. And that's actually what the wall's function is for a plant cell. The cell membrane is made up of 2 layers. Let's see who can rise to the occasion because you already know what cell membrane layers are made up of. Who remembers? I taught it to you.
Electron.
No? But yeah, yes, but go further. What molecule? Think. With that form what?
Give us the first letter.
No, think of your nose. What organic molecule forms membranes? Lipids. Cells are only in plant cells, and when we cover plants, we're going to focus more. Even though we're doing cell, and I should do plants on a cellular level, we do plants as a unit from cellular level to leaf. You know, we extend it all the way out. Instead of starting small like we do with every other organism, we leave plants for the end because honestly, we've done plants our whole life. We'll wait for the end to do it. But in plant cells, which are eukaryotic cells, so they have everything we said except lysosomes, right? They have a cell wall, which surrounds and protects the cell, just like walls do for you. They protect you from the shooters and that came out in the video. Let me rewind that. All right, so somebody asked me to go back. This is the cell membrane, okay? Chloroplasts. For right now, all I'm going to tell you is it gives the plant their green color. Who could tell me more?
They also perform photosynthesis.
They are responsible for the function of photosynthesis. Good. And I